How's it going, guys? My name is Grant and welcome to my YouTube channel. I usually make short form Lego content, but today I wanted to try something different and bring you along to organize my Lego collection. And the black pearl is why it needs to be done. You see, the black pearl is actually too tall to fit on any of my Lego shelves, but I think I have a solution for that. Obviously, we have to display it. It's just gonna have to go somewhere else, and that's gonna cause me to move a lot of these things. The plan as it stands is to replace my miniature scale Hogwarts castle with the black pearl, which is then going to cause me to have to put Hogwarts on the shelf and move some things around. So let's get started. Let's start by getting this guy unplugged because we do have an awesome lighting kit on it. And now we replace this with the black pearl. I don't know about you, but I really like how this thing looks right here. Now it's time to take some sets down and see what we can make work. Let's get the Jaws set off of here, as well as these Star Wars sets and the bonsai tree. Now I think there should be plenty of room for the miniature scale Hogwarts castle. That looks pretty epic. Now I think the next step is to get my Jaws set back onto the shelf because it is one of my favorite sets. However, it's very flat looking, as you can tell. So I'm afraid if I put it any higher than the first shelf, you're just not gonna be able to see the build that well. That's why I'm thinking Jaws will probably go right here. So we're going to have to move these sets in order to put it there. This set is freaking awesome, by the way. And so is this one. Okay, that looks good to me. Now we got to figure out where these guys are going to go back on here. I did have some Star Wars sets right here before, next to my little Star Wars display that I've made. So I think maybe we'll just do that again. I really like how I was able to put the X-Wing straight on here, but I'm not so sure where Jango Fett's Starfighter is going to go. I also need to find a good place for these two guys. Maybe let's try putting this Harry Potter display set right here. It does fit pretty well there. I did have to move the Jaws set over a little bit, but I think this is looking good. Now looking at the shelf right now, I am thinking I want to fill this space in. Just the Jaws set has this kind of, again, it's very flat. I love the set, but I need to fill in the background. I think it's just going to look better on the eyes when you walk into the Lego room. Yeah, I think this bonsai tree that my brother gave me looks really good back there. I love the colors of that tree. It really makes it pop and it just looks good on the eyes. Again, I'm thinking when you walk in and you see this shelf, it should be curated. So I want to fill in empty spaces, but also not too many empty spaces. I don't want it to look crowded. I want it to look good on the eyes. Now, moving all this around up to this point has left us with two sets that honestly, I'm not sure where these are going to go yet. There doesn't seem to be enough space on the first shelf. However, we do have a middle shelf that has some space for it. I'm still not 100% sure that these are going to fit there, so let me just think about it for a second. Okay guys, I've thought about it for a second. I actually think I'm going to leave the Lego display how it is right now. I'm pretty happy with it. I thought maybe this would take a lot more work, but luckily we were able to find a great spot for the Black Pearl and subsequently a great spot for the Hogwarts Castle. To me, it's all looking great. These guys will probably just have to go off to the side, maybe on the desk or into the storage closet for now. And that's always okay with Lego sets. At the end of the day, I am focused on getting a great display. Yes, I have more sets than I can display. Not every set is going to look great on display, and that's okay. When you have a Lego collection, I've kind of learned that you can always resell a set, you can part it out. There are things you can do with sets other than display them. I'm sure we all have that issue as collectors, and this shelf is what I'm happy with right now. And these guys unfortunately did not make the cut today. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and feedback on the Lego shelf. Are there any improvements you think I can make? Does the Black Pearl look awesome over there? I think it does. And I hope you are having a great day, and I hope your Lego display looks as good as mine.